Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a guest double feature from DemolitionHound showing the GP04 before and after the buffs. Demo really likes the GP04. He was saying that they keep trying to say it's, primarily a long-range sniper, but he really enjoys using it more mid to close range because it has enough going on that it can be used that way pretty easily. In addition to the beam rifle sub-weapon, which fires very quickly, I believe it has balancers, has a pretty good downswing, and they post-buff, they also changed it so that you can cancel out of the downswing with boost a little faster, so you're not stuck in that pose for as long. So that's going to make it a lot more usable at close range too. So it can be used at long range because that sniper rifle it has a very, very long range. But also everything else it has, that being, well, the beam rifle and the sabers, is much, much shorter range. So it's, it's usable at long range, but if you actually want to combo on things and not just hopefully stun things for your team to deal with, medium to short range is where it's at. And again, it works pretty well there. I don't know. I feel like they kind of want it to be, of course, a long-range sniper unit that also had the qualities that made it into a viable, melee fighter as the Gerbera Tetra. But that means that kind of its roles end up a little bit muddied compared to what what they say it's for. That said, yeah, it is, fairly good at all possible ranges, so nothing wrong with that. And as a fairly fast support, it's, it can take care of itself a little bit better than others can. Yeah, fast support with balancers, so. But, yeah, so far so good. 3800 to 4409. This is an ace match, so the ace at 3 minutes remaining will be selected from the highest scoring players on each team. Good shot there. And they will be worth triple points to kill, and everyone they kill or get an assist on also worth triple points. Or rather, their assists will be worth triple points, because they won't, killing someone won't be worth 3 times as much just because they got the assist. You to get the maximum bonus, the ace has to get the kill, and also to get the maximum score possible, you have to keep your ace alive. So, yeah, that's kind of the whys and wherefores of ace matches. And as I've said in recent videos, it took me forever to figure out that the goals on a lot of days just kind of conflict with that. Any days where token goals involve the highest score possible, or getting X number of kills, really kind of conflict with letting someone else get the kills. So if you can find an ace match on a day when get an assist score is one of the bonuses, you're probably in good shape. But they tend to show up more frequently on Fridays, especially when one of the goals is get 2 kills twice. And this is just not conducive to optimal ace match play. But let's see. Yep, I think that was a mass production Q-Blade. Kind of hard to tell from, it going by that fast. And yeah, as you can see, that beam rifle does really good damage for a fast-firing sub-weapon. Doesn't take that long to reload either, so it's, I believe in the buffs they decreased the interval between shots, which I feel like I probably said before, but that is going to make it, even better to just stack damage on things that have been stunned, whether they've been stunned by you or someone else. Or even if they haven't been stunned, as Demo was demonstrating there. Yeah, at the moment, 12 to 90 to 63.35 in about 7 seconds. Those scores are going to get significantly more volatile. but we'll see how that comes out. Let's see. Demo is the ace. Support ace is not always the good news, but Demo is pretty capable. His team seems to be sticking with him for the most part. And so, yeah, as long as they don't just let the whole enemy team like stroll up to him and kill him, they're in a good shape. Of course, the enemy ace, the bonuses do not stack, as somebody reminded me to mention recently. So once you brain. So an ace killing an ace will not get 9 times the usual score. It'll be the same triple score as anyone else would get for killing the ace. That's the sentence. Okay. But yeah, so basically the ace is up for grabs for anybody. It is really best to weaken the other enemies and let the ace kill them. But yeah, as you can see, enemy teams brought up their score fairly quickly. So has Demo's team. So they've still got a pretty solid lead, but it still can turn around. A couple of good kills by their ace, or if they do let Demo get surrounded, that could be a thing. Somebody else just took out one of the enemies. Not a disaster with this much of a score difference, but yeah, like I said, just other priorities kind of do tend to interfere with the ace match, and here's where that can get to be a difficult thing, because yeah, the enemy ace is low on health, and Demo just managed to take them out, but also they were starting to get some kills and catch up with the allied team a little bit. Not really an issue now, but yeah, somebody else got that, but Demo got the assist. Yeah, so, and good kill there. Yeah, so it's Demo's going to have a good score for sure. He has gotten a lot of kills. There are definitely some kills he probably could have gotten, but his team grabbed them. And honestly, sometimes that happens by accident. Just, people don't... multiple people are trying to weaken a target, and somebody ends up getting the kill shot by accident. It happens. A lot of times you can't really tell intent, but boy, when you're behind, it gets a lot more frustrating than when you're ahead. This is still too close for comfort, in my opinion, but with the amount of time left, it could be okay. It should be okay, especially since Demo did get in there and snag another kill. But yeah, as you can see, just gradually they are making up ground, and like if their excess manages to snag a couple last-second kills, it could get bad. I think they're going to be safe though, but we'll find out. Yeah, there's only one member of Demo's team that's low on health, so, and they just barely managed to survive. So that is good. Definitely, again, some good work from Demo there. It could have been a much larger margin if a couple of people hadn't grabbed kills, but, I get that people need kills. So, 185,000 damage, 8 kills, 3 deaths. Really nice, and 12,000 out of those 26,000 points for Demo. So yeah, really good performance here, and now we're going to take a look at the post-buff round. And here we have the post-buff round, and this is the level 4 at cost 700, so that means that you're going to get to see everything that they've changed, because there are certain buffs that are applied by a level with the GP04 and most multi-level mobile suits that they buff. They tend to consider the buffs individually. But yeah, look at the amount of damage he just did to that Moon Gundam, which brought up its shield, which was probably a smart move if it wanted to live for a few minutes more, or a few moments more. But yeah, the beam rifle shots really are quicker than they were, so that is pretty impressive. Okay, yeah, just used its psycho plates, and I think it's about to bring up the shield again. Yep, which I would, because it's probably only going to take one shot from Demo to neutralize the shield. Yep, and now it just used its grenade launcher to try and hold him in place, and probably would have caught Demo with that downswing to if his teammates had not killed that Moon Gundam outright. The Banshee's running away, which smart move since it was surrounded, and got a couple of shots on Demo, and is going to come back try to finish him off, which it looks like it may get done, because the rest of the team has decided to go back to the rest of the fight. But he got in a lot of damage by before it reached him. Pretty much the next person that so much as breathes on that will probably kill it. So, not the bad news. Yep, there it goes, I bet. Let's see where the explosion is. All the way over there, huh? Okay. But, yeah. Again, reasonably sure that was the Banshee, though, you know, there have been shots landed on other things, so not necessarily. And let's see. They've got a 2-1 lead, more or less, with 6 minutes remaining. Good place to be in. This is a basic round, not an ace round, so no need to worry about who gets kills in particular, as long as the kills are made. Let's see, the Moon Gundam is, yep, sending out the Psycho Plates again. Looks like it may have sent them against somebody else, because it definitely didn't get anywhere near the GP04. Let's see. Yep, just, yeah, that beam rifle, as you can see, just is really good at loading damage onto a target, which is why I say, you know, it may be intended to be an extreme long-range sniper, but it definitely works as well or better up close, so. Although, yeah, I'm not super up close, because as you can see, the beam rifle sub-weapon did hit the wall past that one enemy, so, you know, you don't have to get up in their faces, but sitting out at the maximum range of the sniper rifle is going to cut you off from a lot of follow-up opportunities. Let's see. I'm amazed those shots went between those two almost dead targets. See, that is a Banshee coming up. That's not the good news. Let's see. Did not catch demo, but yeah, you could see right there. Oh, good teamwork there. Much appreciation to the teammate that kept the Banshee from reaching him until now. I think that's what got him, probably. But, yeah, scores are still very close. No, the Moon Gundam finally got to him. But, yeah. Now that my train of thought has totally been voided, we will just move on. Because I was in the middle of saying something about the team or the rifle, or I don't even know. Oh, I was saying you could see how much quicker he was able to cancel out of that downswing this time. I'm not even sure what caught him there. Capturing points or defending points, that makes sense since the Gerbera Heavy can fire scatter shot, like, or, you know, cluster bombs like the gun tank can. So, yeah, I was just about to say that, you know, trying to defend or capture points at 700 is really kind of fraught because of the number of things with funnels that can just lock onto you and kill you from a distance. But there's also, yeah, you know, there's also cluster shot, which is not your friend. Let's see. Okay, that was a good shot. I did not expect that to kill. I thought it hit the shield, but it seems to have hit the suit, and that is a kill. Nice. And they are up ahead again, 10,290 to 7,090, so that's a good place to be. And, yeah, that Heavy Doga, the Heavy Doga, you know, that's type neutral. I don't remember if it has particularly good beam defense or not, but doesn't matter too much because you can definitely build for it if you want to. It'd be nice to just to have a mode of the game, like something have a specific radar readout where it would show you, you know, just like how much damage was deducted because of defense. That would be an interesting skill for a support suit to have. You know, that could be like bundled in with the Isaac or the Dom Nomadus, maybe just because it, you know, has, I believe it has the special sensory skill that Miyazaku Half Cannon did. So, you know, there you could that's definitely an ability you could add for another support suit, or one of the older ones, or both. You know, one of those things where they add it for a new suit and then retcon it into older things like Resist Move, which the mass production Cubalade just got. And honestly, yeah, this I feel like would be a great candidate for Resist Move as well. Resist Move is dodge roll without the iframes for people who have not used a suit that has it. There is the Aggen that has Resist Move Plus, which means that it is a dodge that gives no iframes but does damage when you come into contact with things. So, kind of ironic. The egg-shaped robot does the best Sonic the Hedgehog impression in the game, but you know. But yeah, minute and a half left to go. 6,000 point lead. Demo's team doing a very good job of sticking together, which is, you know, how you win. It's not the only factor. You can stick too close together and trip over each other, but yeah, it's, you know, just it's of course it's not just sticking together, as I've mentioned, I think recently. It's also just, you know, watching to see who is stunning your allies and stop them from following up if you can. And unfortunately, now the allies are kind of dropping like flies. I believe the back in the tunnel is a Hi-Nu Gundam, but it's the two supports here fighting on their own, which they're doing a pretty good job of. Like the full armor 7th has just about all its health up against a Banshee. That is an impressive feat. And okay, now that was just okay. It did fall over, so presumably the counter like functioned, but did not get the animation. And yeah, okay, I don't know if that was baiting out a tackle, but if so, it was a success, and that is going to bring them close. This is another one where, you know, it could go wrong in the last few seconds. Whoa, especially if the Banshee lands a few more of those. But I don't think it had time to land enough of those, so we will see how that came out. I think, you know, well, it came out to the good for Demo's team, and he swept the board. Nice. 4,100 points, 1260 of which are assists, 146,000 damage, and did all of that while being the person, you know, the enemies looked at the most, which is basically what top diversion seems to mean, if I'm right. I don't know if I'm right. Regardless, though, yeah, that was a good round, and that is going to do it for this double feature. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. Okay, so for the full list of buffs, every level of GP04 got more hit points. The level 1 went from 14 grand to 16, and upper levels presumably got like amounts. It's faster now. The speed, it went from 125 to 130, and its boost speed, high speed movement, was increased from 180 to 190. Starting at level 3, it got some more ranged mod, went from 51 to 55. The level 3 also got thruster output increase level 1 and reaction booster program level 1, which I believe both increased the boost speed and, I forget, I think reaction booster is one that also increases your speed if you use force injectors. I think I could be misremembering. There are so many boost-related skills now, I can't remember what they all are. Regardless, the level 4 got the level 2 of those two skills, thruster output increase and reaction booster program. And the level 4 also got 2 more close-range slots, going from 10 to 12, 1 more mid-range part slot, 19 to 20, and 2 more long-range slots, 23 to 25. And I'm pretty sure that's before the bonus from getting complex enhancement slot unlocked from the enhancement list. Expansion slot, I think it is. Oh, the brain tonight is not there. Let's see. GP04 long-range rifle. Starting at level 3, the power was increased from 2,200 to 2,500. The level 4 also got a similar increase. And yeah, the Beam Saber Enhanced Type 2, they shorten the time until a move can be cancelled with a high-speed move after a lower melee attack. So yeah, you're not locked in the downswing for as long. And for the Beam Rifle Subweapon, the cooldown between shots was shortened from 0.8 of a second to a half second. The reload time was shortened by 2 seconds, went from 10 to 8. And starting at level 3, the power was increased from 900 to 1100. So, yeah, definitely, very solid at close levels, too. Yeah, it says the focus is using long to medium range firefighting, utilizing long range firearms that is still capable of close range combat to a certain level. But yeah, honestly, it can work. It probably works better at medium to short range just because of all those options. But there is definitely a leeway there. And okay, yeah. So yeah, the win-loss stats are on the site as part of the January unit adjustments, but I feel like it's most noteworthy to mention that even though people, myself included, sometimes feel like supports have a really hard time at 700, they have a higher win rate there than at any other cost the GP04 plays at. It is the average support type wins 53.4% of the time, beats its rival 52% of the time, and does 85,000 damage, and dies 2.9 times. The level 4 GP04 was only winning 46% of the time. Probably, if you're pondering what I'm pondering, you're thinking that probably the Kshatriya in particular brings up that average considerably, but yeah, just overall, it's interesting to see that on average, a team that has supports is more likely than not to win a 700 cost round. Or at least that's the way I interpret these numbers. I am not a statistician. If anybody out there is and wants to give a better explanation of what these numbers mean, I would definitely welcome that.